Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So the way I'm kind of uploading right now, I kind of want to do city tours and tutorials kind of alternating. So I'll do a city tour video, I'll do a tutorial video, I'll do a city tour. So if you didn't know, my last video was a city tour. So today, you guys are in for another tutorial, like the lasers one. But this one's less about redstone, more about building. So here we have a very, beginner house, I'll put it that way. We all used to build like this, right? I know I sure did when I first got this game. And that's completely normal. But today, I'm going to show you guys how to turn, a house like this into a beautiful build. Maybe even something like this. No, kidding. It's not going to be that fantastic, but that requires time. So, we are going to start with oak logs. And we're simply going to go around on the corners and build up to the top with these logs. So that's all you're going to do. Every time there's either a corner or an edge, you're just going to do that. So there, done. And then, yeah, that's good. So, now that we have this, it's already starting to build a bit of depth into the walls. Now, sometimes this kind of monochrome, like, wood thing, isn't really the best choice. So what we're going to go ahead and do is cut out the bottom layer of this wood and replace it with stone. So just any kind of stone you want. You can do this with stone bricks. You can do it with, like, granite or anything. In the end, it's your choice, but just get a different color in there. And gray and the stone and wood generally go well together, so just add in some, like, cobblestone. Cobblestone's also survival friendly too, because it's a very easy resource to get. So yeah, I'd say that this is pretty good. But yeah, just just do this all the way around. Sorry, I accidentally cut a hole in the floor. Well, we're gonna swap out the floor. We're not gonna have a grass floor anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I noticed I watched my 3 previous videos a bit over yesterday, and I realized that there were some audio problems in them. Either this mic is trash or it's, like, really good and it picks up literally every sound in my house. So either way, I'm just gonna try and, like, prevent that. I've closed the door. I've tried to just record in a quieter space. So hopefully there's no real interference this time. But anyway, back to the tutorial. So the house is already starting to take a bit more form, you know? It's starting to actually look pretty decent. So now what we can do is we're actually going to build it up a tiny bit higher on this side. So right now what we're going to do is see how this is kind of in a really awkward T shape. We are going to sanction off this part. This is now a separate part. We're going to focus on this part for a bit. So we're only going to build up these parts here. So only those pieces of wood by that amount there. And with that, we can start on the roof. So I do the roof before I finish up the walls, because the walls a lot of times depend on how the roof looks. So for this, we're going to use an A-frame. And you might be like, what the heck is an A-frame? Well, that's a very good question. So for the roof, I'm thinking we can use a different type of wood just to mix things up. So we're going to use spruce because it kind of goes well with the oak logs. Sorry guys, my voice is, like, really weird right now. So let me go ahead and get slab forms too. Oh my god, Jesus. Alright, so we're going to start by putting just a stair facing like this, like outside of that. And then we are going to basically just build that up and just keep going up right here. Just keep going up. And you're going to stop when you hit the door. So in the middle. So you're going to stop when you're about to infringe on the door right there. So you should have something like this. So now we're just going to do the same thing and repeat it on the other side. So just build it up. Now, this can, if you have an odd number center of this, like say this was 8 blocks long instead of 7 and I had like a double door, you could just connect these together just like that. But since we have an odd number center, as you can see, we're going to go like this. So there you go. If you want to have it more curved, you can kind of go like that too. It doesn't really matter. For this, we're actually going to go like that. I think I like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take we're going to take stone slabs and we're going to build across all the way to this other side. And then, yep, you guessed it, we're going to do the same thing to this side. And we're going to stop once we hit the center. And then we will rotate. So build this out over here. I might run into the tree. I did, okay. And then build it up on this side. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, the reason they call it an A-frame is because, well, it kind of looks like an A, I guess. Very cute A, I'd say, but no, more obtuse. But anyway, it doesn't matter. And these can be different types of triangles, really. Like, for some houses, it would make more sense to do, like, a very, like, tall and acute triangle instead of a very short and obtuse triangle, like this one here. And if you don't know what obtuse means, it means that this central angle of the triangle is over 90 degrees. And an acute triangle means that this angle is below 90 degrees. So that's what that means anyway. Enough geometry for you. So now that we have this, we can go ahead and build in, we can go ahead and take the stairs. And, okay, if you're planning to do a house like this in survival, I wouldn't plan on this being your first base. Because this is going to require a lot of wood and a lot of stone and also a lot of time. So I would get just a simple starter base together, like the build you saw at the beginning of the video, like what it looked like before we started changing it, and just stick with that until you get enough resources to the point where you want to, geez, this takes way too long, to the point where you want to, turn your house until the point where you want to revamp your house, you know. So that's just my advice. You can do this, but if you're playing in survival, especially if you're like actually playing like with difficulty and there are going to be mobs at night, you should definitely just have a starter base. If anything, just like live in a cave and get resources for your first night. That's what I usually do. I just spend it in a cave. So once we build this up, we can do a little thing connecting them over to this side. So there we go. There is a simple roof. And if you want to go one step further with this roof, let me see here. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So we have an odd number center. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then break these off. So there's our midpoint. So what we can do is make another kind of frame over this part. So let's just kind of dig these out, pretty much. And then do this. And this can add even more depth to your roof than there already is, which is always a good thing, you know. So let's just go ahead and keep doing this. And after this, I'm going to call it quits with the roof. Well, at least until a little bit later. I might, if you guys want, I'll do a part 2. Why did I say that so weird? I can do a part 2 to this video if you want to see how to do an interior, but this video is just going to be focused on the exterior to a house. So with that out of the way, now we have this area. So let's go ahead and take our oak planks and just kind of build up to the top, pretty much. So that's what we're doing. We're just going to build up. And just completely connect it. Don't worry about how it looks for now. It doesn't look amazing right now, but don't worry about that. We'll fix that up. So go ahead and just keep going. You'll probably hear my my tapping on the screen. I can try and make that quieter if you guys want. Comment if my tapping is too loud. Okay, so now that we build up the oak, one thing that you can do, see this kind of jagged part? Just go ahead and do that, pretty much. Just take some inverted stairs and go like that. We need planks too. There we go. And you can do the same thing on the other side. That's just to kind of sort out that little, like, that sharp look to it, I guess. So, now we have this, and you might be thinking, okay, this wall looks kind of bland, not gonna lie. You're right, it does. So, one building technique, and this is a very easy technique, and one that can make a build look really good, really fast. So, take cobblestone walls and any kind of fence, and just build it to the top of there. If you want, you can do like this too. I'll go like that, I guess, just for the time being. Yeah, just do that on all of the sides. And you can also do it inside here too, so do it there as well, actually. Yeah, do that there. And just stop there for now, because we're going to do something with that later, but for now, just keep doing this. Don't do it like in spaces like this. I'll show you what to do in a situation like that. And we'll focus on this this part in a sec after we finish this main segment of the house. So there we go. So now go ahead on this side and build up with 2 fences like that. Then what you're going to want to do is take, you know what? Actually, let's do this with this. And then these fences can actually be, spruce to match. Do oak against there because it kind of pops out against the darker wood there. But against this wall, you can use spruce. So then what you're going to want to do is kind of do a little bit of a little archway, I guess. Just out of slabs. Nothing needs to be complicated. And there you go. If you want to add even more, you can do little windows on the sides here. And that kind of adds some detail. You can also do a window up there as well. And now this wall is really coming together, isn't it, guys? Oh my god, my throat. That's probably like showing up on the video too. God. Alright, that's maybe a little bit better. I don't know. So we're gonna do that on the other side. So I kind of changed my mind about the oak fences. Sorry about that, guys, but it's fine. So let's just go ahead and do that. And then there isn't any entrance on here, so I'll show you one thing you can do is at the center of the thing that you made. You can go like this. kind of like connect that up to the top. Well, you know, or you could do this. See, there are just a lot of options that you can take with this. And we can have like a window there and a window there. So yeah, many options. That's just what I'm trying to get through to you guys. There are many options. And then over here, we can kind of just go ahead and do some kind of like some little, a little disconnection right there. And then these pillars can actually go straight up, I think. Yeah, that's good. So, let me show you what to do with this segment now. We're going to take a little break and we're going to deal with this one. So, we're going to do, so in this kind of situation where you have a advanced, like, in height, like, it goes up more than this part, what you're going to go ahead and do is, get out these slabs and just do these around. So we're going to have a bit of a flat segment for this one. So just like this, nothing has to be like super complicated here. Just kind of connect it to the house for now. Just kind of do that. And we're going to get rid of this part for now, but we're going to keep these up here. Those are good because they can just kind of... They're just good for sectioning off those parts of the roof, pretty much. But yeah, so for now, with this, we're going to have that. And if you want to add some texture onto this, you can kind of do some little jagged bits here, which can look kind of cool, I guess. Just kind of like that. There you go. And then, instead of using fences, just use oak. Just use the stone walls. And just link them to the top right there. Just like that. So now we have this, and then we're going to take these and just fill this whole thing in. Like I said, this house is not light on resources. There's a lot of resource requirements to a house like this. And then for stuff like this where you have where you have kind of a shorter distance here between the ground and the roof, go ahead and use these trapdoors to go like that, and just make a kind of archway connection. So go like this, and then a longer section, go like that, and then that, you know? Just kind of make that connection, I guess. That's all I can really say. There you go. Alright. So, now we've got quite a bit of a house going on. We can do some, like, horizontal windows here if you want. We can go ahead and cut through there. Oh, and one other thing. This roof that was originally on the house, we don't need it anymore. Pro tip for your permanent base. Don't do a 2-block roof. It's just... It never looks good. Just don't do at least like 2.5 with slabs. But generally 3 or 3.5 is a good number to go for. But since we added on those spruce slabs, you can also cut out this area too. So boom, there you go. 3-block roof. Doesn't that look just generally a bit better? So... now that we've got this going on, these sides. Now, one thing you can actually go ahead and do is kind of make a little bit of a section off with those, and then use these walls to go like that. And that's actually a really good idea. In fact, that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So, top of these, we're just going to go ahead and do this. Simple as can be. And if you want to, you can make another beam going through here, which could be a good idea because this wall is kind of just too long, really. Just kind of go like that. There you go. And now you can do several things. You can do alternating pillars if you want, or you can just leave it like that. One thing that could look good is using like sweet berries, if you have those, and plant them like in between these little gaps. And once they grow, those will look pretty cool. So just kind of, you can just kind of experiment with that around your main house. So just kind of, yeah, just kind of plant some berries in. Obviously not in front of your door, but, you know. And then one other thing you can do, oh wow, that one grew really quick, Jesus. And then one thing you can go ahead and do is, first off, use a spruce door for this, and then twist it behind, put in your floor, which I'm just going to use stone, and do that. And there you go. So there you go, guys. That's, oh, okay, right, one more thing. Let's finish up these windows. So let's go ahead and put the windows in. And yeah, if you guys like this video and want another one, then I will be happy to deliver for how to make an interior. And I'll probably do it to this exact house. So if you want to see that, definitely make sure to comment. It really means a lot, guys. Like, all the supportive comments on my videos, they make my day. I'm not kidding. I'm not saying that so that you keep liking my videos. I mean, I hope you do, but I'm not just saying that because, like, you know likes don't really matter to me. I'm not even, like, monetarily. I'm not even a big YouTuber. It's not like I'm making money from this. So, the likes really do mean a lot to me. They just brighten my day. So, yeah, if you guys liked this tutorial, and then one thing you can do next to the windows, you can do these and make some shutters if you want to do that. Another approach you can do, like over here, since there's a lot of space, let's do the shutters there. Oh. And if you wanted this house to seem like more medieval, you could use, fences instead of these, and then windows like this. So what you can do for this is do a little overlap there, put a block here, and then use a fence gate, and I know this is weird, to put right there, open it, and then boom. That kind of looks interesting. I mean, at least to me it does. And these windows here, put in the shutters. Put in the shutters for the horizontal windows. And then another type of decoration that a lot of people overlook is using buttons. That's right. Just use buttons to kind of just give your house a little bit more, I guess. They're very easy to use. Just put them in a sort of, like, pattern, and they look good. And it's very easy to do. Just put them, like, near the sides or something, or just anywhere, really. They look good. So, there you go. We turned that box house into this in, I want to say, like, 20 minutes. I don't know how long the recording's been. So, yeah. Just kind of a simple tutorial. You can do this with many shapes. And yeah, if you guys want to, I can also show you guys how to do interiors to houses like this. So yeah, see you guys. Bye.